Public speaking. Many fear it. Many are conquered by it. But a few overcome their fears and become masters at it. Welcome back to the Success Academy. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of the Success Academy. I've been gone for some time, but now I'm back and I've actually changed the format of the videos that I will be uploading. Instead of the more funny entertainment type videos, I thought of doing more elaborate, comprehensive, educational videos in order to provide more value to the people that are watching my YouTube channel. So the reason that I decided to do this type of videos is because if you keep watching these videos over a period of time, you will gain enough knowledge to become a great public speaker. And if you apply this knowledge and if you put it into practice, no doubt you will be able to become the best public speaker that you can be. So like I said in the introduction, there are a lot of people who fear the art of public speaking. They fear getting up in front of a crowd and saying what they have to say. So in this video, we will be starting from the basics. I will be covering what is public speaking, why are people so afraid of it, and why should everyone, including the person watching this video, learn the art of becoming a great speaker. So let's get straight into it. Okay. So if you take the meaning of the words at face value, public speaking, this basically means speaking to a group of people. That is essentially what public speaking is at its very core. But if we elaborate a bit further, we can give it the following definition. Public speaking is delivering a message or an idea to a group of people, live or otherwise, to which they have a positive reaction. Let that message sink in. Let that definition sink in. Now let's dissect it. Public speaking is delivering a message or an idea. A lot of people, when they come to give a speech, they typically don't have a clear understanding of what exactly they want to say. Their speech is not structured under a specific message or a theme. Think about when a chief guest or a keynote speaker decided to come and give a speech to you. They probably would have utilized some great public speaking tools and techniques. For example, they would have told some great stories. But did they have a point at the end of these stories? Did all their stories complement a specific message? Or were they just haphazardly bringing in different stories, different facts, and they were everywhere. They didn't know what exactly they wanted to say. So one of the fundamental things that you have to get right if you are delivering a public speech is that you have to have a central message or an idea that you want to get across to the audience that you are speaking to. This is an integral part of delivering a good speech. Next, let's move on to the other part of this definition, to a group of people, right? Public speaking is delivering a message or an idea to a group of people. Now that, I don't have to elaborate on that. That is very clear, right? You're delivering it to a group of 2, 3 or more people, live or otherwise. So basically, what I'm doing right now also falls under the category of giving a public speech. I don't have to deliver it live. Not only live, I can deliver it live on a Zoom call, I can deliver it physically in front of a group of people, in front of a group of friends, whoever it may be. If they are live, or even if I'm doing a pre-recorded video like this one, and I'm rolling it out for hundreds, if not thousands of people to see, this also falls under the category of a public speech because I'm addressing a large group of people and I'm trying to deliver a message. The final part of this definition, to which they have a positive reaction. Now, what constitutes a positive reaction? Does it mean that everyone starts clapping and says, "Yes, you did a good job"? Or does it depend on the type of speech given? Imagine, for example, if we were watching a horror movie. At the end of this horror movie, if people started saying, "Yes, that was a fantastic movie," and they started clapping, instead of being scared or have nightmares or be horrified by that movie, was that really a successful movie? Take the last Avengers movie, for example, Avengers Endgame. Now, this is a spoiler alert. While watching that movie, so I was at the cinema, right? I was at the premiere when this first came out. And I actually went to the cinema and we were sitting with our friends and Iron Man died. Now, I thought Iron Man was going to come back to life. So did my friend. And in the cinema, we started laughing. The moment Iron Man died, and then his wife started going up to him, or rather his girlfriend started going up to him and started crying there. And then everybody started crying in the movie. We thought he was going to come back to life. I thought it was a comedic scene or a comedic part of the movie. But he didn't. And everyone in the cinema started looking at us like they wanted to kill us. But is this what the filmmakers intended? Did they want someone to laugh? Did they want someone to be happy when Iron Man died? No. They wanted people to be sad. So what everyone else was feeling, everyone else in the cinema, what they were doing was they were crying, they were really sad. So me laughing was not a positive reaction to that movie. Of course, once I realized that he was actually dead, I did feel sad. But the point is, the positive reaction really depends on what type of speech the speaker is giving. For example, if he gave a speech where he wants the audience to be sad, that he wants the audience to cry, that he wants to feel a negative emotion, getting that emotion would be the positive response. At the end of a speech where he speaks about the struggles he went through and how his parents died, his loved ones died, and it was overall a very negative emotion that was being portrayed through his speech. If we started laughing at the end, that is not a positive reaction. That is not the reaction he was expecting, right? So basically, if we wanted to get a reaction where we wanted the audience to clap, we wanted them to laugh, that would be a positive reaction to the speech that we are giving. But if we wanted them to cry and if we wanted them to be sad, and that is the emotion that they are showing, that too is a positive reaction. So the reaction that you intended to get to the message that you are putting out would be the ideal positive reaction to the speech that you are giving. So to recap, public speaking is delivering a message or an idea to a group of people, live or otherwise, to which they have a positive reaction. So now you know what public speaking is. Next, we'll talk about why are people so afraid of speaking in public. Glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. Now, a lot of people, when they get in front of a camera, or even worse, when they get in front of a group of people, their mouth goes dry, they start sweating, and they wish that the earth would open up and swallow them whole. They are so afraid. The question is, why? Now, I'll be doing a separate video delving into this topic, but just to keep things simple in this first video, at the very core, at the very essence, the reason that people are afraid of public speaking is because they fear other people's opinions. Now, there might be exceptions to this rule, but at the very core, this is the problem that most people face. They are afraid to voice their opinion. They are afraid to talk about what they have to say because they are afraid of the judgment of other people. Now, if you a lot of people are in denial about this fact. A lot of people won't accept this fact either, which is why they are unable to overcome this fear. But the moment you attack this problem head on and realize, okay, I'm afraid of what other people think. So why am I afraid of other people's opinions? What you have to realize is that other people's judgment or other people's opinion about what you say does not matter at all. Think about it like this. If you go in front of thousands of people and you do an absolute flop of a speech, will people remember it? Yes, maybe for a day or two, but after that they're not even going to know your name. They're going to completely forget about you. They're going to forget you ever existed. Why? Because you failed. Now this is a good thing, because you can always come back and do a better job, because people don't remember you from the first time. Even if they do, if you do deliver a good speech the second time around, their opinions are going to change. People only remember you. You only create an impression on people if you do a good job. If you don't do a good job, people typically tend to forget about you. Keep that in mind. Whenever we go out to do or to deliver a speech, always keep in mind, if I do well, great. I'll get to know more people will come up to me and talk. I will leave an impression on people's minds. If I don't do well, nobody's going to remember me. So I'm just going to practice harder and come back a second time. So at the very core, the reason people are afraid of being in front of a crowd and speaking in front of a crowd is because they are afraid of other people's judgment. So the way to become a good public speaker is to overcome that fear, the fear of other people's opinions, and just being confident about your ability and your knowledge about what you are going to say. So I'll be making a separate video on social anxiety and glossophobia. But for now, all you have to know is that the only reason, or one of the core reasons, that people are afraid of speaking in public is because they're afraid of other people's opinions. And finally, why should you become a public speaker? Why should each and every person decide to learn the art of public speaking? Now, if you're a teacher, a public speaker, a motivational speaker, a coach, or any other profession in the industry or in the field of public speaking, you obviously have to learn it. I don't even have to explain why, because you have to. But for everyone else, the average Joe who doesn't follow or who isn't involved in the industry of public speaking, why should you learn the art of being a great speaker? Think about it like this. Whether you're in school, university, or even at a workplace, or even if you are someone that goes for a party, a wedding, a social or public gathering, there is going to be an instance in your life that you will have to speak in front of an audience. There is no two words about that. Nobody goes through an entirety of their life without ever having to speak in front of a crowd. Now, when this opportunity comes, you have to be ready to grab it. Because if you do, it will propel you. It will propel you to the next level. If you are in the university and you have to deliver a public presentation and you do a cracker job, everybody will start coming and asking you, hey, can you do our presentation? Can you speak at this event? Can you speak at that event? Can you compare for us? This opens up a great number of opportunities. And even if you are not interested in taking it up, it still feels good that you delivered a great speech and that people appreciate you for what you did. So this is number one. You are ready to seize the opportunity. Number two, it builds great self-confidence. Building self-confidence and public speaking go hand in hand. If you are confident, you are a great speaker. To build your confidence, you have to practice to be a great speaker. Now, oftentimes, the first time that we try out speaking, the chances are we might fail. If you think about many great leaders across the world who are revered for being great speakers, they didn't start off that way. Abraham Lincoln, Winston Churchill, Theodore Roosevelt, Margaret Thatcher, all of these people who were credited to being great speakers did not start out like God's gift to mankind. They worked hard. They worked on their oratory skills in order to bring out the speaker in them. In fact, Abraham Lincoln was known to ponder for hours and hours and hours before he gave a speech, because he wanted to get the best message to deliver to his audience. He used to practice when he was a child. He used to practice in the fields. He used to practice with his friends. He used to go and just randomly give speeches on the streets, because he knew that the skill of public speaking is what will propel him from being average to being a leader. So you definitely build your self-confidence by putting yourself in front of an audience, not caring or not being worried about their opinions, and saying what you have to say. And by practicing to become a great speaker. You have to practice. You cannot just learn these theories. You cannot just watch these videos and suddenly decide to become a speaker. It's like reading books on swimming, or it's like watching videos on swimming, right? You can watch all the videos you want. You can get all the knowledge you want. But if you don't actually jump in a pool and start swimming, it's not going to work out for you. So, seizing the opportunity, building self-confidence, and becoming a leader are three of the best reasons why you should learn the art of public speaking. And who wants to get embarrassed in front of a crowd? Do you enjoy having your mouth go dry? Do you enjoy getting nervous and being at a loss for words when you are put on the spot? Wouldn't you like to be one of those confident people that when the opportunity comes their way, they suddenly stand up and they seize it? Many people don't ask for the opportunities, so they never receive it. They shy away from it. Even in my classes, when I conduct classes and I say, can I have a volunteer to deliver this speech? Initially, they all shy away. They all say, no, I don't want to do it. Why don't you let him do it? Why don't you let the other person do it? But as time goes by, they learn the art of volunteering. They learn the art of asking. And they say, yes, I would love to deliver that speech. That is the confidence that I would like to build up in each and every person that's watching these videos. So if you stay tuned for the videos to come, you will learn everything there is about public speaking and how to become a great speaker, the tips, the tricks, and the methodology on how to become a great speaker. So today we understood what public speaking is, why are people afraid of speaking in public, and why should every person learn the art of public speaking. Now, if you feel like you gained some value from these videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with whoever you feel might gain some value by watching this video. And don't forget to comment in the section below about what aspects of public speaking that you fear the most, or you feel like you need to improve the most, so that I can make a video about that particular topic. So till next time, hope you have a great day and keep practicing, because practice makes perfect. See you next time at the Success Academy.